for today's training. Today, my co-host is Saida from SoFit. She is an online fitness coach, and we are going to be talking today about how to take your business, how to take your health goals, how to take your life just to the next level with coaching. How are you?
I'm amazing. It feels so good out. So I'm outside. It feels so good.
Good. Yes, it looks beautiful out there. Well, I'm glad we are doing this.
When I fell in love with my fitness journey, I played soccer and then they introduced like weightlifting to us. And then I stopped playing soccer, obviously. I'm like, I need something to do. So I just continued with that weightlifting, followed a bunch of influencers. And I'm like, I can actually like resonate with this. Like, this is helping my goals. And I just fell in love with it. And I'm like, why can I not teach other people? And then people like can just naturally ask me like, hey, can you teach me this? Like, I'm kind of scared of the weight section. Like, still today, like, I feel like it's still mainly men, and I want women to feel confident in the gym and like embrace that, like that we are strong. We need to own that. So I love sharing that with women and just letting them know that you are welcome there and that you are able to embrace. And I just naturally taught them stuff, like started like through COVID, I guess I just started like posting a bunch of stuff and made it like super fun and just have like encourage people to move like even in their home. So it just kind of like turned into that. And now I have like some online clients. I did a little bit of in gym and I just did not like the environment. Like I tried one gym, then the next, and I'm like, maybe in the gym is not for me.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I'm just going to full blown go online. And then it's just been, I've been loving it. So online spaces, I feel like it's safe and I feel like people get a lot of more value within online coaching.
Yeah.
Personally, and I've just been loving the process.
Love how you're like, well, why not me? Like, why can't I just start it, do it? I have a passion for it. Why not you? Like, you go out and do it and you just found what you love more, what you didn't love. It's all part of like the entrepreneur journey. Like, it's almost never ending in a way. Oh, that's such a beautiful story. So I'm excited that I got to hear all the little details. But I was just looking back at a few photos recently. I'm just making some flashback content from 2020. And I was just starting to get my feet in the water with like blogging and online space, like as you say. And it's, I don't know if it's because like the online space, like people go there to find support, I think really just supporting people who get it that are outside of their current physical environment. It's what we're doing is kind of out of the comfort zone. How many people do you know kind of is doing exactly what you're doing in a local environment? And so when I started that in 2020, I was like, I want to do the online space because again, like you said, it's a safe space and it's convenient for everybody. Like you can reach more people that way, you can help more people, and ultimately that's what, as coaches, I think that was kind of what's in us. Like we wanted to help people with a certain situation, a certain problem, and then we kind of just took it and ran with it. I wrote blogs on plants and baking and my coaching business. When everything just kept reverting back to me, it was like, marketing, you can sell stuff, you can help people. And I was like, oh, I know this. Let's put it all in one little gift bubble and like wrap it. So how awesome. But so I want to dig in and just get to some questions. The first question I have for you today is, how has your journey been? Like, again, we've talked about that, but like, how has your journey been through the last few years of what that looks like? Maybe like, what were some of your biggest challenges and starting a business, but in your field as well, like there's always challenges. Again, like you've kind of mentioned a few, but just overall, like what would you say, like biggest challenges, things you've overcome as an entrepreneur, but also just as somebody in your industry as well?
Yeah, for sure. So I kind of just started, like I said, like just posting here and there, didn't really take it serious. I'm just like, I'll just do it. If people like apply it to their life, that's like on them or not, And from there, I kind of like gained some more knowledge. And then it wasn't until like 2021, I think, April. So it's gonna be 2 years officially that I launched my business.
Woohoo!
I started, it's crazy. 2 years officially, like the gym accessories, which that's what I started with booty bands, hoodies. And from there, we have like more gym accessories, barbell pads, ankle straps.
I forgot to show you. I'm hiding it. I'm wearing SoFit.
Oh, cute.
We're matching.
Yes, I love these crew necks. They're so comfy. So just like gym accessories and like the bum covers, I just expanded. I'm like, this is my, maybe this people will like. You can wear this in the gym. I met Mackenzie. Like I met so many like women that are just like here for business and here to support us, which is super cool. I'm trying to figure it out like myself, right? And then, like I said, like going, like working in the gym and like not wanting to do this. Like I don't want to work for anybody. Like that's just like my thing. Like, don't want to work for anybody. I want to do this myself. I want to be flexible in my schedule. I want to do it for me, nobody else. And just like the gym, they take the money, right? Like they take your money. It's not like, it's not yours. It's not your, it's
And
not your business there.
the hours are crazy.
The hours are in and out of jobs. I recently started nannying. I didn't tell you this, but this, they kind of just left me high and dry this past week. They literally were like, this isn't working out. So I'm just like freaking out. But at the same time, I'm like, maybe this is God's sign to just do my business full, like full embrace it. So that's what I've been doing this week. Like I invested in the Buff and Paid, which I think I told you about, the accelerator. They've been helping me out like a ton, like obviously learning from you too. That's another thing I want to go back. So yeah, I've been trying to do this on myself, right? And I'm like, you know what? I'm not hitting these goals. I don't know what to do in certain areas. And thankfully, God gave me you. Like, you gave me the guidance, you gave me the knowledge. And now I know what to do. Like, now I know the value in investing in a coach, and not just like personal training, but like, obviously, like if you want to start a business, definitely invest in a coach. You can't go wrong. Like, you might know what you're doing at the beginning, but you will come across some challenges by yourself.
Yeah.
So definitely investing in a coach is going to be huge. It's going to save your butt like big time. So thankful for your knowledge and so thankful for everything you've taught me. A little mindset shift of like, I can do this. I am going to do this full time. Like, this is what I'm meant to do. Be here. I'm meant to impact women. It's like, it's not about the money, but it's about making a difference in women's lives. Crazy. I think God's timing is like just so funny.
Crazy.
Like,
yeah.
because like literally Friday, the nanny family, they're like, this is not gonna work out. And I'm like, okay. So Monday, guess what? I'm acting like I have like my job, my dream job, my dream career. This is what I'm doing. Change people's lives. So that's what I've been doing this week.
Well, congrats, because
Thank you.
I totally know when God's funny timing just has a way of just like hitting you hard in the face.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh, thank you. You're the sweetest for all the kind words.
Oh yeah. Seriously.
This is what I do. This is why I do what I do. Like, I want to, give people that feeling of owning their business and being proud of it and being excited. If we feel this is what we call to do, like, nobody can tell us otherwise, exactly. But yes, sometimes we need the extra help. And I mean, I've been there myself, to where you can learn by yourself. Just, it might take you longer, and, why not learn from somebody who's already been there, kind of done that? Mm-hmm. Because again, like, wouldn't you, again, like something in your situation that came up, like, wouldn't you rather be much further along than not yet starting a business, right? Like, let's say like you wanted to do it, and that's kind of what I wanted to do this. I'm not for a job, and that's what we got called to do, and that's okay. Like, it's not for everybody, but we are going to help the people who do want our help in the specific problem that, we can help solve. We're going to be forever, learning too, because again, like, not just like, I think a lot of the times people hear like coaching and they're like, oh, well, that's for like the serious people. I'm not there yet. And, which some cases that's sometimes the case, but most of the time, like, no, like, if you just want the result and you're willing to make, an investment, whatever investment that may be, you're going to get the end product out of it for you. Yeah. And so I know too, like, for myself, coaching, I mean, again, not just for business, but like in life, like anytime I had a coach in whatever situation I was in, I felt like I couldn't have done it without them. The work that you're in, you're able to kind of see the results from people who are with you to like the end of their journey with you, right? Whatever, if it's like weight loss or muscle gain or stuff like that, right?
Yeah. And like, it's not like, I always tell my clients, like, it's not always just like the physical stuff, because that is going to take time, but like just shifting your mindset to having like, okay, I can do this. Like, it's right. It's not just about the physical gains, but also the mental gains. Like, mental health is huge. And like, just like having that, I think first, like having that adjustment in your mental knowledge is going to be a huge thing in the long run versus just focusing like on the physical gains. And that's like huge. Like, it is scary. Like, yeah, oh, maybe it's just for the serious people. Yeah, like one day I knew I didn't want to do this or work for anybody for the rest of my life. Like I knew I'm like one day, like why not just invest in a coach? And I finally did. I committed, and yeah, I've been ever thankful since then. And like thankfully, like in any situation, honestly, you need a mentor. Like you can't do everything alone, so it's just good like knowing that knowledge. They have already done that. They know what they're doing. They know what they're talking about. They can teach you. They can give you the guidance, like follow these steps and you can get the results. And that's the same thing with like fitness stuff. Like, yeah, I've been there, like I've been in their spot. Like, why not let me teach you?
I don't always see it, but then you look back and you're like, whoa, I am completely different.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm in a much different place than where I was, you know, so long ago.
Yeah. Question for you, I guess, because I was still working full time when I invested with you. Like, what would be, because like I said, it is scary, like doing an investment. Like, am I ready to hire a coach? Do I really need a coach? And what are some tips you would give someone who's like kind of having those, like, I don't know if I need a coach, but at the same time, I do want to see results. Like, what are those tips? And they're still working full time. Like, what are your tips on that?
Yeah, especially if you are working full time and like have things on your plate. I mean, why not hire like help? Right? If you're a business, why not hire somebody to help you with the everyday things of your business as you still have a kid's family dinner to make, grocery shopping, right? Like exactly. Same thing with, again, like this goes for like any type of coaching, I feel like, because if you're even, I think, remotely looking into it, in your mind and in your heart deep down, like you're ready. You're like, okay, like what can I outsource that I'm not able to do by myself?
Yeah.
And I think that's what it comes down to, is just really at the point to when you're like, okay, I know I can maybe do this myself, but it'd be so much easier and I'd save time. And, you know, really in the long run, I know it seems weird, contradicting like money too, but because you're investing, you're not wasting money, or you know, or maybe like you're gaining, again, clients and or customers, or even just like, you know, again, like the physical gains of muscle, like there's going to be some momentum that you're going to need to keep going. Mm-hmm. And if you've never been there in that position, like, you know, it's going to kind of start all over again. And so, you know, I know you said that you just invested in specifically like coaching for your industry, and that is awesome. When you said that, I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Like, because again, you're always going to be investing in it. I always say like, you're going to need a coach because it's going to help you that much more. Yeah. Now, again, I was kind of like, I can probably do it without this program, but I want to know just everything right then and now.
Yeah.
Instead of
waiting,
mistake after mistake, you know,
yeah.
time later. I think no matter what situation you're in, I mean, we all have our lives outside of this. We still, you know, have dreams and goals, whatever it is that we're working on. There's just so many moving parts that a coach can help you simplify that.
Life, man.
Yeah. Your glute bands and stuff. Like, I mean, you've taught me stuff, like, and I, you know, have a powerlifting background.
Yeah.
And I still like watch your stuff for like my own coaching help, because I'm like, what do I do in the gym? Yeah. Like sometimes I don't know what to do other than like bench, squat, and deadlift. Mm-hmm. And so the accessories, I look at them and it's so fun. I'm so glad you came out with the band guide. I can't do these. So that was such a funny story. I was like, oh my gosh. But yeah, so simple things like that. We want to just teach people what we do know, and we do, you know, share valuable content in our stories, in our posts, and those are all free, you know, free stuff to get.
I know it's going to help you long term. Like, it is going to get you those results a lot quicker. Like, why not save your time, invest a little more in money, and just learn from that, and then have that coach guidance. Like, it's just a huge lifesaver, in my opinion.
Help with like meals and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And so, I mean, that's potentially saving money, because
exactly.
I mean, I know with me, more times than not, if I don't have anything easy to cook, I'm like, well, let me just go get some food. And that's, I mean, I don't know of a situation that's going to be cheaper really ever.
Oh, it
you know, I'm just so passionate and like excited about what we do. Like, I don't know how 30 minutes just flies by. So, Saida, thank you so much for joining me on this live. Make sure you follow both of our accounts, whether you have a small business or you are looking to have a online personal trainer. If you have any questions regarding coaching one-on-one, We are both open to clients right now. And so go ahead and DM us, and we would love to talk more about how we can help you guys.